Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We are popping open a roller bottle of InTune.
Yep. So first impression.
This is not one that I initially loved the smell of. It's got some pretty strong scented oils in it, and they are not necessarily my favorite scents. That said, I actually use this one a lot.
Really? I didn't know you use this one a lot. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, so what do I smell? I smell patchouli.
Mm-hmm.
I think people have a love-hate relationship with the scent of patchouli. I smell ylang ylang, which is definitely not a good one for me. I smell the things I don't like.
Yeah, same.
Okay, I was going to say, I'll let you say what you have, and then I'll tell the ingredients.
Well, ylang ylang is the main one that I smell, and it's probably one of my least favorite oils, which is interesting too, because it's really common in perfumes and stuff. And I like the smell of perfumes. I don't personally wear them anymore for toxic reasons, but that is the main smell I smell. But I also smell the notes of patchouli and stuff. I just think it smells very earthy.
Yeah, and I think that people would say that with the patchouli in general, right? The oils that are in this surprise me, the combination of this. I think it's so interesting how they create these blends, because who is like, oh, let's try these couple of things together.
Right.
Okay, so the ingredients in this one, and again, this only comes in a 10 ml roller bottle. It is amyris, patchouli, frankincense, lime, ylang ylang, Hawaiian sandalwood, and Roman chamomile. I maybe smell a little hint of the frankincense and lime. I love the smell of sandalwood. Don't smell it at all.
Same.
Roman chamomile, I'll often use at nighttime. I don't smell it at all. Yeah, so my husband put this on one morning on the way to church and gets there, and the pastor comes over and hugs him. And he says, "Wow, man, you smell good." And Magnus and I just look at each other because we're like, wow, neither of us really love the smell of this one. So that's impressive that somebody not only like smelled it, but they were like, it smells good.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally dislike the smell so much that I don't use this one. But Donald, my husband, does use this. And he doesn't use it all the time, but he does really feel like it helps them with focus. So I don't know that we even said that that's what this is, but InTune is the focus blend. And so it helps you focus on things. And Donald swears it helps, but every time he uses it, I don't really want to sit next to him because I don't like the smell.
You do know you can put it farther from your face, right? You've got a low back, you've got feet.
No, I know that. But Donald, really likes to apply oils to his face and his head for some reason. And so I feel like every essential oil, that's generally where he puts them. And he doesn't mind the smell. So, there's that as well.
For him, it's fine. I do think at some point, side tangent, we need to do an episode on the most random places people like to put oils, because there was some story that went around for a while about somebody was told that you put probably digestin, I'm guessing, on your belly button. And so they thought that every oil needed to be applied to their belly button.
So funny. Yes, that's the button that gets it directly into the system.
Okay, so back to InTune. So for focus, I feel like there are quite a few oils that are for being alert and being able to focus. Peppermint is one, rosemary, lemon. Those are kind of things that I think of right away, which none of those are in this blend. Is kind of
ironically,
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say that if I feel like I have a task that I keep getting distracted from, and I really just need to kind of get that thing done, I will apply InTune. I usually go back of my neck and just rub it in. I don't know, for not liking the scent, something about it either just kind of shifts my mood to be able to finally be productive for that task. But I definitely feel like this helps me focus and get the thing done when I need to.
That's cool. See, I reach for the kids' version of this, which is Thinker. And we'll do a whole episode on that later. But I really actually like the smell of it. But the same thing, like as soon as I apply it, and I generally apply it to the back of my neck and then maybe on my temples, I can focus. And it's really awesome, especially when I was in school for nutrition. I used that a lot for test taking, and it really just helped me focus. So yeah, it's amazing what oils can do for us, right?
Well, and you had said right before we went on how you have used lemon before. Do you want to just talk briefly about that? And then I will talk about what I read in comparison to the lemon.
Yeah, sure. So Heather mentioned that lemon was an oil that's not in here, but it's good for focus. And whenever I read that at some point, I decided to give it a try. And just one day before work, I decided to pause, give myself a really nice foot massage. I'm pretty sure that time I used doTERRA's unscented hand lotion, but you could also use just fractionated coconut oil or some type of carrier oil. And then a few drops of lemon and just rubbed my feet with it. We never take time to do things like that, but little actions like that of self-care are really awesome. And I felt like also just, it gave me a pause in the day, take care of myself, rub lemon on my feet, but afterwards put on fluffy socks and got to work. And it was amazing, how focused I stayed after that. It's kind of like, in my mind, it's the same thing as, on certain shows or movies, like the Facebook movie where the guys put on their headphones and put on music, and then they're just locked in and able to focus and get the coding done. That's what it felt like, but a much gentler, nicer version of that. I literally just rub my feet, put on some fuzzy socks, and then I'm locked in and focused and I got the work done, Same thing, but totally different.
I think they should totally make a movie about your version too.
Right.
So in the Essential Emotions book, they kind of did a little bit of a comparison. It says, in contrast to lemon, also known as the oil of focus, InTune calms the mind, facilitating inner peace. Whereas lemon activates the mind, InTune quiets and grounds mental focus. It's especially beneficial to those with a short attention span. It encourages individuals to remain present with the task at hand and to complete a project, goal, or activity before moving on to the next. What did I tell you? That was what I was doing it for.
Yeah.
It says InTune is therefore supportive to individuals who become lost in thought, rapidly jump from one activity or idea to the next, lose themselves in daydreams or fantasies, which is why Magnus needs it too.
Mm-hmm. Well, and as you're saying all that, I'm remembering my nephew when he was younger. I mean, he all his life struggled with focus and had to be on medication for that. But my sister swore by this oil. He would sleep kind of with his feet hanging out of the covers. And so in the mornings, she would roll this on the bottom of his feet before fully waking him up. And she swore it made just the whole act of getting up, doing all the morning stuff before school so much easier with him. Because if she didn't do that, then it was nonstop arguing and yelling him and trying to get him back on task so they could get out the door on time. And I'm sure there was still some of that, but this just made that whole morning routine a little bit smoother because he could focus. And for a little while, he took it to school as well. And when he would remember, apply it to the back of his neck to, again, get that locked in focus.
I love the sneak attack oil application. Did she ever tell him that she was doing that?
Oh, yeah. He definitely knew. But, who doesn't like having their feet rubbed first thing in the morning? So,
well, I think about how my kids' reflexes respond if you just roll the bottom of their feet. So I can see them laying peacefully and then rolling with the roller. Oh, I'm up.
Yep. Help with that as well.
So I would say if somebody is a patchouli lover, ylang-ylang lover, they will really like this oil, especially if they're looking to focus. But even if you are not a lover of those, like myself, I still find this one to be very beneficial. And we've mentioned before that when you need an oil, even if you don't love the smell of it, you are definitely still attracted to it. So I find that when I need this one, I don't care that I don't love the smell. It smells acceptable at that time.
And it's worth it.
Yes.
Yeah, you can overcome your dislike of the smell to have it be effective. So
yes.
Yeah, good. Awesome. And just if you're like me and just can't get over that, reach for Thinker or lemon or rosemary
or put it on your
one
feet.
Of the other oils.
You have feet.
Yeah, there's that too. Or put it on your feet. Well, we hope that you found this episode helpful and found a new way to help you focus. So give this oil a try. Also want to remind you that the third Thursday of every month, except for September, we do our Ask Us Anything Zoom call. We would love to have you join us. It's totally free. We meet at 7 p.m. Central Time for just about 30 minutes. So jump on, connect with us, talk with us. We would love to answer any of your questions.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.